Hi everyone, welcome to Fat to Thin Senior RNY. I'm Raven. I was 76 years old when I had gastric bypass surgery on December 16, 2019. Last month I talked about the past month and the people who push food. In this vlog, I'll be talking about this past month and the foods I never would have discovered if I hadn't gone camping. If you're curious, please continue to watch and join me on this journey. In this vlog, I'll be talking about the foods I would never have discovered if I hadn't gone camping. Most of them are either freeze-dried or microwavable in 60 or 90 seconds or something like that. I found that they were really good in that they had 1 or 2 serving sizes. They were 1 or 2 serving sizes. They were inexpensive. And easy to prepare. I mean, if I was home, I could stick them in a microwave. If I was out on the road, I could stick them out in the sun and cook them, eat them like that. Anyway, I found all of these at my local supermarket. So, here goes. So, okay. I got a bad case of the lazies, so I sat down. This is what I brought back of all of the food that I took. I took enough for lunch and dinner. I don't eat breakfast, so lunch and dinner and a snack, maybe 2 snacks, and something to drink for, let's say 5 days. 6 days, because I took something extra, a big thing for soup, in case there was a potluck or something like that, then I could make a big pot of soup. So, this is my bag and what I brought back. God, this is probably 30 pounds. This thing is huge, okay? I got all kinds of stuff in there. So anyway, this was one of my saving graces. This is how much I've gotten left after a week and a half of eating these things. So I ate a lot of these oranges. These were very good. I took 2 bottles of sangria. I never opened any of them while I was there. But obviously I've opened one since I've been home. And kitchen stuff, you know, gotta have a pot. Stuff gets hot. This is a trivet that fits inside of the solar cooker. Also fits in a couple of other places. This is a pad and a hot pad. You know what those are. And that too. That's an old one. Let's turn it over so you don't see how ugly it looks. Okay. Okay, as far as food goes, I had cheese. I had 8 ounces of Gruyere cheese, and I ate half of it. And I brought the cheddar home, obviously. I had a package of street tacos, because 2 slices of these makes the equivalent of 1 slice of bread. But this is all I can eat. So if I eat 2 slices of this with something in between, that's a full-size sandwich for me. In fact, that's pretty close to a stuffing kind of sandwich for me. I mean, I get to feel really full. And then I had, because you gotta have vegetables, and I didn't want to bring cans because you gotta pack in and pack out, you know, and cans are big and they're heavy and you can't squash them, you know, or anything like that. So I brought a bunch of these. I bought green beans and corn and a bunch of other ones. I ate one of the corn one of the corns, and a half a package of ramen noodles. So there's the other half. You know. I had crackers, of which I didn't open any. And some more ramen soup, which I didn't open. And some more ramen soup, which I didn't open. Now, being as how at home, I was eating a lot of ramen soup, I thought that I would be eating a lot of ramen soup, but I wasn't. Which is amazing. I also brought some of these. This is not necessarily the best tasting, but it was quick, it was easy, and I didn't eat it, obviously. I also brought some Spam, because you got to have some protein, right? I thought these things are very convenient, and considering that I had the RNY surgery, and I can only do about 4 ounces at a time. Well, I can't say only. I can do a max of 4 ounces of food at a time, and if I really want to feel stuffed, I can go up to 6 ounces, but who the heck likes that feeling? At any rate, I think that is really good, because if I open a can, you know, then I've got to eat it for the next 4 or 5 days, and I end up throwing it out because I just can't stand it anymore. But even though these things are expensive, they ultimately are a saving in money, considering how much I throw out. I bought one of these because I thought maybe one of these days I would want some spaghetti, but I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know how they taste. These, on the other hand, the Bear Creek, these taste wonderful, but it makes for a serving of 8. So I was thinking maybe I'd open it up and split it up into 4 parts and see if I can work it that way, that kind of thing. But I brought it ultimately so that in case there was a potluck. Anyway, I had Mexican rice. I figure those are good. This, of course, you have to cook because it's hard. But these, on the other hand, I had red beans and rice, which I ate when I got home. The 60-second things, well, the nice thing about this is that you don't really have to heat it up. You could just sit it out in the sun, you know, and after a while it gets good and hot, and you could just eat it that way. Or you could, of course, heat it up in a pot, which is pretty cool. I had these two. I didn't have this one. I just brought this out so that I could show you what I had, more or less what I had. I had a package like this, the Star-Kissed, with pulled pork, barbecue style. And I ate that on 2 slices of the street tacos. So I had a pulled pork barbecue sandwich. It was delicious. Unfortunately, it was enough for 2 sandwiches, and so I ended up tossing it because it was no place to keep it fresh overnight or anything. Here's another one that I was going to try. I haven't tried it yet, obviously. But a lot of these I've never tried before, but I figure they all keep very well, and they come in small amounts so that I'm not really wasting anything. I bought some bacon bits just to throw into something. I don't know what else. Just to throw it into something. And here's some peas. I like these containers because they're not cans. And more Spam. And, oh, here we go. Here's some more. Oops, I'm sorry with the camera thing. This is tuna, ranch style tuna, Thai chili style tuna, and chicken classic barbecue. That was very good. I also bought some sardines because my main goal after the RNY is to get protein and water as much as possible. Oh, another thing of crackers that I didn't eat, and some honey grahams that I never even opened. It's amazing how much I had packed all of this food expecting to eat it all within a week. I've been home for half a week, and I'm just taking it out of the bag. Fruit. This is pineapple tidbits, and this one is mixed whole fruit. Didn't open any of them. Okay, it's not mine. And I bought some Marmite because, believe it or not, this tastes pretty damn good. It's yeast extract, high in vitamin B, and it's like, what is that Australian thing? Vegemite. It's like Vegemite, except that it comes from England. And of course, I brought some raisins to munch. So, I don't know if I forgot anything because I took stuff out and I used some stuff. But basically, this is what I took to eat for a week, plus a little bit more, and a couple of packages. Oh, and a can of corned beef hash. I ate half a can of corned beef hash. This is lemonade that I took to flavor my water. But I also have the tea bags, the sugar, and of course the creamer for my tea. I must have taken those inside. Since I've been home from the caravan, I've been intentionally trying to drink a minimum of 90 ounces of liquid per day. I find that I'm not hungry. I take 1 or 2 bites of something and I can't stomach more. It's amazing. I've begun to lose weight again. Pretty nice not to think about food all day long, but I have found that if I find myself thinking about making or cooking or doing something with food for about an hour, I mean, you know how you sit, you do stuff, and then you start thinking, oh, yeah, I should cook something, and then you go do something, and anyway, if that goes on for about an hour, then I get up and I go get something to eat, because that means I'm hungry. Even then, I find that I can only eat a little bit. I've realized that I really don't like to feel full, so I'll eat all day long, or munch. I mean, like, for a while there I was doing pepperoni and cheese. Well, you know, you take a slice there and a slice there, and it goes on all day long. And you never feel full, although your mouth feels good. And then, of course, there's potato chips, cookies, wine at 150 calories per 4 ounces. I think that's why I really fell into candy way back when. You know, before I had the surgery, I was very big on candy. I was very concerned about the diabetes and just really upset at myself and not being able to quit the candy, you know. The thing is what I think it is I really don't like the feeling of being full. I think that's how I got fat. Because I was eating the junk stuff, the pepperoni and cheese, the potato chips and ketchup and hot sauce, which is a really good dip. I think that's how I got fat. I found all these munchies creeping back into my diet, not the candy. So I gave them up again. I have to give them up again. Obviously, I don't need them in my diet. I just don't like the feeling of being full. So I need to eat right and feel full and not eat the rest of the junk because I don't like that feeling of being full. So I've been on that kick, you know. I've been doing that. Dinner last night, I had a salmon burger on two street tacos with dill relish and mayonnaise. I ate 1/2 of it. Now that's a little thing, you know, street tacos only about that big. I don't even think they're that big, about that big. And I felt like I was stuffed beyond belief, to the point that I had a feeling if I ate another bite, I'd toss it. But I do have to say, old habits are hard to kill, you know. I sat and I picked at that for about 2 hours until I finally finished it. So, what can I tell you? I didn't say I was great with all of my habits, you know. But the thing now is that I seem to be craving water. I'm almost feel like I'm craving water. It's really strange. And I get annoyed because I don't have a third Yeti cup to go with my teacup. so that I could get them all prepared in the morning and then I don't have to think about it and just drink water all day long. I mean, how really lazy can you get, right? Anyhow, I'm craving water, which is a good thing. I mean, this dehydration business is seriously scary. And having that fright of being dehydrated out in the desert was scary enough to get me to drink water. At any rate, the Rowley report. Rowley, as I said, is overweight. Or maybe I didn't say. I took him to the vet. The vet said he's a little bit overweight. Now, I don't know how much that is. And she didn't say, and she was out the door before I could ask, you know. But I had realized that I couldn't feel his ribs anymore. You know, it was just like a very thick layer of fat under his skin, and he wasn't running as much. Well, he was still running. He still runs like crazy. But he wasn't as hyper. So I realized that I've been feeding him too much food. Plus, per serving. I've been feeding him far too much food per serving, as well as an occasional potato chip or cracker, you know. Said one potato chip I had read somewhere, heard somewhere, that to a dog is like a Big Mac. One potato chip. And that animal cruelty can be defined as overfeeding. We've all seen the fat dogs and the fat cats. People cruelty, as far as I'm concerned, is overeating. I think I use food to punish myself. I use food to reward myself. I used food for everything. So I am doing, getting out there and getting away from those habits. One at a time, little bit by little bit, okay? But to sum up, I'm feeling really good. I'd still make that choice for surgery again because it got me very fast to where I'm at now. I've lost 65 pounds plus after surgery. I've lost a total since of my highest weight at 275 pounds. I've lost 110 pounds, and it took a long time. The surgery for me was a great tool, and I'll continue to use it. I don't constantly think about it like I used to when I first started this channel over a year ago. I don't think all day long about food. I don't think about the diet. I don't think about the surgery. But I do follow and listen and use what I have learned so far and add stuff on, okay? So, follow the rest of my life on Adventures with Raven and Raleigh on YouTube, okay? The link is below. Please subscribe and share this video. Don't forget to click show more to see the stuff in the description below. And thank you for watching and listening, and thanks for subscribing. See you Friday, July 2nd, 2021. Take care of you and yours, and blessed be.